Okay. Okay, it's not working exactly how I want it to. All right, but we're live. Okay, but where is this at? Spectrobe, welcome in, Spectrobe. How you doing? I see you. Ah. There's a lot we have to fix here. Oh my god, this thing... Why does this suck? Come on. There we go. Okay. Sorry, a little bit of a rough start here, but we're good, I think. We are streaming live. We are live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Welcome in, chat. How we doing? I think everything is good on my end, I hope. Seems to be good. Yeah, okay. We're live. We made it. We're here. Kind of did it without really saying anything, but I'm live on Twitch TV/NerdNexus Team, and I'm live on Nerd Nexus Plays on YouTube, our stream archive channel. So welcome in, chat. We are here. Should be live on both. Should be good. Yeah, this didn't do anything that I wanted it to, but that's... You learn by doing. Okay, that should be good, I think. I don't know how long the delay is, but I think I can keep track of it all. But we're live, chat. Welcome in. How we doing? We out here. Happy Monday. Welcome back in. Welcome in, Day Nightfall. How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna go with this chat and see where it takes me. going on, Day Nightfall? Sorry, this is a little whack on my end, but I think I got it. All right. Five-second delay on the YouTube side. Okay, good. I knew that it was going to be a little discrepancy, but that's all right. But yes, we're live right now on Twitch TV/NerdNexus Team, and I'm live on NerdNexus Plays on YouTube. So sorry, little off. The thing that I wanted to know is the Restreamio chat good? And it seems to be pretty, like, as soon as you guys put it in there, it's there. So I think we're good on that end. That's all I really needed to know if it's good or not. I figured there's going to be a delay between the two for sure. Trying something new. Been talking about this for a while. I mentioned we're going to try something new soon. This was the new thing. Going to try to stream on both as much as I can. We used to stream. Juan and I used to do this a lot. Have had the idea recently to start doing it again. This will help save older streams a lot better than I ever have. So yeah, we're doing a little differently this time, but should all be good. I'm not going to put it in the hands of other people and be like, okay, where should I stream? I'm going to abandon. No, I think for the time being, if we can do both, let's do both. So we're live on both. You can view it anywhere you'd like. Be easier for me to store the stream later, save it, and we'll hopefully get better at this. I used to stream exclusively on YouTube, but it's been a long time since I've done that. It's changed quite a bit, I won't lie to you, but it seems like riding a bike. I think we figured it out. Yes, so we don't lose any streams at all ever. We have a constant, you know what I mean? Exactly. That's essentially what this is. Twitch recently allowed partners to do that. I'm almost below the partner criteria at this point anyway. So if anything ever happens on the Twitch side, if I break some type of rule and I get banned, well, hey, we have NerdNexus Plays. That's just how it'll be. That's always been the backup plan. But just in case this doesn't work out for some reason. Anyways, happy Monday. Welcome in, chat. I apologize for not being here yesterday. I was actually really busy. Work was pretty long. And I did some yard work after I got off work, and I was just zapped. I was just completely zapped. So I apologize for not being here, but we're here now. I wanted to be here. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Xbox conference yesterday. I watched it after it was all said and done with my day yesterday. I have a lot to say about it. There's a lot of stuff to go over. New Doom game. Welcome in, chat. And yeah, I can view, you know, what I didn't want to, before when we were switching over to Twitch, I don't know, it always felt like a weird decision. So I don't know. We're gonna rock it with this, see how it goes, and go live on both. You can view it anywhere, doesn't matter where. I have both chats pulled up just in case, but we should be good. Welcome in. No P3 no P4 situation. I wish I could just pull the chat out. Sorry, I'm really figuring this out on the fly. I don't know what I just did to... Oh my god, what did I do, man? What the fuck did I do? Ah! There we go. Why the oh my god, sorry. Just like stupid. I was looking for like sorry. I was looking for like on Restream, where's like the you're live and all the settings and everything, and it's like it's under studio, but they want you to use their own studio, which you have to pay for, which I'm not doing that. Sorry, chat. Holy shit. Okay. We're good. I think. I just wish I could. The only thing I wish is I wish I could pull the chat out, but I can't do that. Like you can on other streaming platforms. Anyways, it seems to be good. Let me know if there's any issues. If we have issues as they arrive or as they come up, we'll work on it. But again, I just wanted to just do it, so here we are. We made it. Welcome in, chat. How we doing? Okay, so right now I think it's been going. There's an Ubisoft Forward Direct or Ubisoft Forward Showcase, however you want to call it. It's going on right now. I don't really have a lot of interest in any of that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but if anything cool comes out of it, we will check it out probably tomorrow or something. But nonetheless, that's going on right now. Summer Games Fest continues on. No confirmation of a Nintendo Direct yet, but we know there's going to be one in June. They've already said it. And like I said earlier, I apologize for not being here, but we're here now, so welcome in. Yeah, so the Xbox Showcase. Let's just get into it. The Xbox Showcase happened yesterday at 10 a.m., and I didn't watch it until much later, like I said. I had a long day, did some stuff outside, took a shower, and I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch this. I'm just going to pull up the whole entire showcase. I could have just looked at all the announcements later on. The Xbox always puts it in a very nice graphic of what they showed off. I can pull that up real quick. And they always have something nice at the end, so that way you could just view it. But I wanted to watch it from the beginning, and I really didn't know what had happened, what they announced, and what was going on. I was really just busy, so I was completely in the dark. But this is pretty much everything that they showed. All of the games at the at their showcase, and yeah, a lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of interesting things. Generally pretty surprised with some of these. Overall, if you like top level thoughts before we jump into some trailers and what I liked and didn't like, overall, I'll give this whole thing a B. If the state of play was a D, and the Summer Games Fest was like a C, this is a straight up B for me. overall. And I don't know. Xbox to me is not in a great spot. I'm not really happy with a lot of the things that they're doing, but I thought they had a pretty good show and they had a lot of fun stuff to show. So we'll kind of get into it. There's a couple of things that are... I'll kind of just go over some of the highlights. Some of these games are already getting extended showcases starting today. Like there's a 27-minute extended showcase of Avowed that just premiered about a couple hours ago. I believe... I think Metal Gear Delta is going to get one at some point this week too, a longer like gameplay showcase. So Xbox isn't really done. They're going to show more gameplay stuff, and I'm sure at Summer Games Fest and other events this week, they're going to be journalists and YouTubers playing some of these games. Not everything, but some of them. So we'll see what happens throughout the week. But yeah. So Day Nightfall already said it. I don't know if Doom already... Did they say 2025? But yeah, we'll start there. It was one of the first things that they showed at the Xbox conference. But Doom the Dark Ages is a real thing. The delay actually seems pretty heavy on the YouTube side, doesn't it? No, I think we're actually okay. It just might be in my end. Whatever. But Doom the Dark Ages. So we've heard that this is going to be medieval. We've heard that this is going for this kind of vibe. I'm not going to lie to you, man. When I first saw this, it looks good. But there is something that looks off to me, but I don't know, man. It looks like more Doom. Yes, it's supposed to be a prequel to those two Doom games, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. When the trailer was first going, I was like, something seems a little... Yeah, it does say 2025. You're right. I honestly, I blocked that out of my mind, but that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Also, holy shit, it does say PS5 on there, but that's not surprising. So I love Doom 2016. I love Doom Eternal. They're both fantastic fucking shooters. When this was like Dark Ages, I was almost a little like, I feel that Doom is already, the past two Doom games is a little medieval in its design. You know what I mean? In both games, you kind of end up in hell, and in hell, it just seems like a bunch of castles. Now, some of these locations actually look a little different. Like we're going to kind of jump around, just like Doom Eternal. Doom Guy looks great. Always looks great. Double Barrel looks great. This is where it starts getting a little weird for me. I don't know how this will all feel together. It's something that I really am already pretty much sold on, but I really want to get in my own hands and see how it goes. So we'll see, but it looks like more Doom, especially this. It's like grinding up the skull and shooting it at people. Like, yeah, right, exactly. Exactly, Day Nightfall. Jinx. Yes. I also am interested in the shield, like Captain America shield-esque here going on. You throwing it and it comes back to you. Like, it's super interesting. It makes some of the big encounters like this, you kind of like parry people, interesting. You know what I mean? A flail. It feels like Doom to me. I honestly think this is the part of the trailer where it really starts cooking for me. Like, just really, okay, like, let's just get nuts with it. Yeah, man, I love both Doom games, so suffice to say that this is already at the top of the list for next year. Who knows when it actually drops? Doom Eternal dropped in March 2020, so maybe this drops earlier next year. But yeah, man, it looks like more Doom, although it does look a little different. It does look like more Doom, and I'm here for it, man. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think at the very least, it's gonna be a fun ass just wreck house, like Maxor says in his Doom Eternal video, alpha male gameplay. Like, I don't, expect it to not be like that. I expect it to totally just be off the walls, pulse pounding, just action, action, action. But we'll see, man. The setting is a little interesting. Who knows? Like, I've heard that they kind of wanted to do like Evil Dead type stuff, and if you don't know, the third Evil Dead movies where Ash goes back in time and it's Army of Darkness. Maybe it'll have a lot of those kind of elements and kind of goofiness to it. All the Doom games have a certain level of goofiness, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, man, it definitely was one of the first things that they showed, and it's been rumored for a while that this is where they're going with Doom, and I have full confidence in id. So any worries that I have, although, we'll wait and see. I know we'll see more soon. We'll keep an eye on it, man. But yeah, more Doom. Awesome. There's a lot of questions, of course. Right, Sam Raimi being Sam Raimi. Exactly, honestly. You're not completely wrong at all, dude. Exactly. The biggest thing, like, I have full confidence in the single player and the arenas, like, being really cool and just awesome. The biggest thing that, like, the question is, like, they're kind of 0 for 2 on multiplayer with both Doom Eternal and 2016. It's funny, I think Doom 2016 probably has the better of the two multiplayer, and I don't really like that either. That's the thing that they really need to nail is the multiplayer in some facet. I have a lot of hope for them. I want the multiplayer to be good. Obviously, this is all single player arena stuff that they're showing off immediately. But like I said, I think they're 0 for 2 on multiplayer, unfortunately, and I would really hope that they nail it. I don't think they need to go super crazy with it. If they just did arena, classic, Doom multiplayer, I don't think that would be bad. If they kind of leaned into more of like a team deathmatch, more modern multiplayer stuff like they did with 2016, I think I would be okay with that too. But they're, like I said, they're kind of 0 for 2 for me on multiplayer with these. I really hope that they nail it. But all in all, Doom the Dark Ages looks awesome, and I can't wait to play it, man. Can't wait to see more. And I forgot the event in which they usually show off gameplay, but there's usually an event that they show it off at. I forgot what the name was though. I had it in my head earlier, but we'll see more gameplay soon. They always like kind of do this at E3, kind of teasers, cinematics, and then they'll show off gameplay later on, closer to release. And if they're finally ready to show something, then I would hope early next year, but we'll have to wait and see. Cool nonetheless, chat. Cool nonetheless. Let's see here. Where do we want to go next? State of Decay 3 was also announced. Dragon Age: The Vanguard. Doom with the Dragon. Dragon Age: The Vanguard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never played a Dragon Age game before. I don't really know what to expect, but this trailer just wasn't.
Not looking good, old friend.
It just didn't do anything for me. Like it just wasn't. I was kind of waiting for it. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm looking for. I know that like Dragon Age is like pretty hardcore RPGs, but I've never played any of them. And then I've talked about Inquisition before, and how it got Game of the Year, but I've never really seen the appeal. So it'd be interesting to see. But I'm pulling this up.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood.
There's something about the art style in this one that doesn't really work with me about Dragon Age, that I was kind of like, I don't know. I love me some RPGs. I love me some, you know, dragons and knights and stuff like that. But just something about this looked off. I will say, though, I want to bring this up. I saw this. So they're going to have some gameplay reveals for this later on, and I saw this online, but this already, like, in-game gameplay tease that they showed here looks infinitely better than the CG trailer that they showed at the Xbox conference. We're going to see more of Dragon Age soon, like I said. I think tomorrow this comes out fully, because if you click on the Watch YouTube thing, it says 18 hours from now, so we will definitely see more soon, I believe. But yeah, Dragon Age doesn't really hype me, doesn't really interest me too much. But I will say that this little snippet of gameplay kind of gives me a little bit like, okay, I actually want to see how it looks now, because this looks infinitely better than what they showed. I think Dragon Age is a CRPG, right? Like, so in a post, a lot of these are going to have to live in the post Baldur's Gate 3 world, and it's like, okay, you have a lot to, if you're a game with a lot of choices and different stuff to do, you're going to have a tough time living up to that. So we'll wait and see with Vanguard, originally called Dead Wolf, but they renamed it this time to Veilguard, sorry. We'll see. I don't know if anybody here has played Dragon Age. I almost said Dragon Quest. But I don't know. That one looks kind of okay to me. It is what it is. We'll see more soon. Starfield, Shattered Space DLC, and kind of a game update. Haven't played Starfield, but that was announced. Fallout 76 is getting a new expansion really soon. Haven't played, but it's become very popular due to the show. So cool nonetheless. This next one, chat, there's one other game later on that I think I'm really into and I really want to see more of, and I'm super into it. This next game was the game of the show out of their whole entire thing. This became probably my most I'm looking forward to this game. Like, it rocketed up the hype train for me, or the charts for next year, and we're going to check this trailer out, man. This might have been my favorite game that they showed. Straight up, full tilt.
Get rated.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number, ticking down every year. One stroke, and everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again, and every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission: destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right? We are Expedition 33.
This shit is like peak. Like I said, I played the whole entire conference and just watched it. Once I got to here, I stopped it and rewatched this trailer, went to the trailer and rewatched it like 3 times. This is fucking peak. And at first I'm like, seems kind of interesting. Like the world is kind of cool. You know, you got Ben Starr here, Clive from Final Fantasy 16 doing the voiceover. You're hooking me in. Okay, I'm interested in this. I'm interested. You know, you got my boy Clive. Cool little setting. The trailer ramps up a little bit. Starts to get kind of crazy. Locations seem really cool.
So she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
This is where I fucking exploded. Like, just holy shit. Western turn-based big budget AAA RPG. Are you fucking kidding me? Like a unicorn, man. We never see this kind of thing. Like Baldur's Gate 3 turn-based, right? Not like this. This is more of like when people think turn-based, this is it. And holy shit. Game, like, I'm not kidding. Who knows how this will end up being? 2025 is a long ways away, but this was definitely probably my game of the show. This looks absolutely incredible. Items, skills, attack, aims. There's like this kind of free aim thing going on here. Different moves. As you can see, it opened up a little sub menu there. I could barely get it. Skills. He opens up a skill menu. Overcharge, high lightning damage based on the amount of charges one hit. Yeah. Low lightning damage and applies mark. I'm telling you, man. There's a lot of turn-based people that I feel like this is what they've been waiting for. And if you want AAA turn-based, you know what I mean? Like, if this is what people want Final Fantasy to be. So, like, I never thought that something like this could exist, will exist. So the fact that it does exist, man, I'm super into it. I actually think a lot of the locations look great too. The graphics and what they're showing here looks really great. If it looks like this, it's a UE5 game. If it ends up being like this and looks like this, then I'm all the way locked in, man. I'm already pretty much. I don't know. We have to wait and see till we see more. Long time from now, right? Of course, but it's gonna be on everything: PlayStation 5, Game Pass, PC. Yeah, man. I never would expect we got something like this. I feel like a lot of people who don't want the anime aesthetic are looking for something like this and parry dodge. I almost think that there's some kind of action game element to this as well from what I'm seeing in the menus, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I actually have some more information here too. Expedition 33, a AAA turn-based RPG from French studio Sandfall Interactive. Studio is made up of a bunch of former Ubisoft developers. Reactive turn-based system that blends real-time actions with turn-based attacks, dodge, parry, and counterattacks in real time, free aim, ranged weapons to target weak points, combined fantasy art, and a French-inspired design. Once a year, a being called the Paintress paints a cursed number on a monolith, which causes everyone to die at that age. So, Expedition 33, everybody who's 33 dies. Customize your party's gear, stats, skills tree, and passives. Unreal Engine 5, coming to PS5, Xbox Series consoles, PC, Game Pass Day 1. So a lot of information there, a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, man, this is, I don't ever like to think about games, you know, so far into the future, right? It's tough to be super hyped about something that's coming out potentially next year, but I'm super hyped for this. This is already one of my more hyped things for sure. We'll be keeping a very, very close eye on this. Like I said, man, I feel like this is what a lot of people would want. Legend of Dragoon. It kind of reminds me of Paper Mario too, or Chrono Trigger. In terms of like you have to pay attention. You can get more damage like right here. Never actually played Legend of Dragoon, but I know of it. Like, you know, combo system. It seems like keep going. Some of the action elements interest me too. But yeah, man, this I completely unexpected, completely like almost out of nowhere. But I'm super into what I'm seeing of this. It's like super into it. I can't wait to see more. I hope Ben Starr is not just put my boy Clive into more things. So I hope Ben Starr here is maybe a voice of one of the characters.
One of that age vanishes into nothingness.
That's not the deal breaker for me, but my boy always does a great job. And I'm super excited to see how this turns out, man. Don't want to go too full over the moon right now because we don't have it in our hands, but yeah. This, yeah. A non-anime, non-high school setting JRPG, I'm super into it. There's a lot of JRPGs that are non-high school. I'm just kidding around, but I'm super into what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to see more. Cannot wait to see more. Probably my favorite thing that they showed, straight up. Next, we got a South of Midnight gameplay reveal. I actually think I don't really have a lot to say about this game, but I actually kind of like the vibe, and I kind of like what I'm seeing graphics-wise. I think it actually looks nice.
Hard to believe this is all really happening.
It's from Compulsion.
You mean to tell me your mama never told you stories about critters and weavers?
I'm really into like the stop motion aspect of this. It looks really cool to me. A lot of the things about a lot of these games here is they're going to be on Game Pass day one, so it makes at least trying it super easy. Like that decision to at least give it a shot, incredibly easy, right? Like that's the thing about a lot of these games, and even if it's like not good, it still makes it so where it's like, okay, it's going to be on Game Pass. It could be very cool. Let's at least check it out.
That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
After I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't have a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all ears.
There's a church up a ways with a big
I really like the art style of this game. They're cooking.
You want to make him come running?
Tom can't abide the sound of bell. Some church folks once tried to.
Yeah, here we go.
Gotta move quickly now. Wait, that floating island is the gator?
Yeah, let's see a little bit of this. Get into the gameplay a little bit. Something feels a little off about the gameplay to me, but I really like the art and I really like the art direction. So I have some questions about the gameplay. I wasn't really expecting this to be kind of like a. It almost gives off Soul elements, right? Or like, you know, an action game kind of elements, but I don't think Souls is the right thing to say. I think just, you know, it's got a boss, so Souls, not really, but.
There it is. Now to get over there.
But I'm liking how the traversal and stuff like that. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Music also is very good here.
What the hell?
I'm really liking how this looks. 2025, I'm not as sold on this as I am Expedition 13 for a 2025 game, but I'm actually kind of interested to check this one out. It being on Game Pass also makes that kind of easy decision. I'm in love with the art style. I like it. The music seems good. I kind of like the world that they're going for, but the gameplay seems a little off to me. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, I don't know. I saw this and I was like, I'm kind of digging what I'm seeing. So we'll keep an eye on South of Midnight. I imagine we'll see more going into next year, and we'll hopefully get a release date. But I saw that. I wanted to shine a light on it. I kind of like what I'm seeing. We had a World of Warcraft official announcement, the War Within official trailer, and I guess we can kind of talk about this one and the Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred. I don't really have a lot of interest in World of Warcraft. I don't really have a lot of interest in Diablo. I will say I do really like WoW's cinematics and Diablo cinematics, and you know, I've never played WoW, but like some of these images I know, right? Like I know Wrath of the Lich King, like, you know what I mean? I'm a gamer. I've heard of this stuff. Their cinematics are always kick-ass, man, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool. I won't lie, this is cool. I don't know, not a WoW player, but as far as cinematics go, this is sweet, and I know how MMOs work. So it never obviously looks like this, but I do think that they have some of the best cinematic, you know, trailers in the business, and it looks cool. I don't really have a lot of interest in it, but now that these are at Xbox shows, hey, cool. I was actually really expecting at the end of this to be like a console World of Warcraft announcement of some kind. I don't know if I would, you know what I mean? I'm sure that there's hardcore WoW people out there that don't want that to happen, but at this point in time, I almost think, why not? But I was really expecting some type of console announcement, but you can get that new World of Warcraft expansion in August. And I'll jump around and go to the Diablo one as well. And the same goes for this as well. I've kind of played a little bit of Diablo 2 and some of Diablo 3. So I've at least played more of this than WoW, but this trailer was grotesque. This trailer was fucking gross, man, and unnerving in a lot of ways.
Please, my child, let me help you.
Stay away from me! Nay, Rel. Is that how I raised you? No, Mother. But I must carry this burden alone. Self. I don't know how much longer I can. I'm here, little magpie. I missed you so much. I'm so proud of you. But now, I need you to give up. No, no, no! Of course it's you! You monster! Let go of me! Let go? No. You made a choice. And I warned you, little magpie. There would be consequences.
Right, I'm not speaking to the quality of D4 at all, like at all. Path of Exile 2 will probably be better, but I just love these cinematics, man. This is so, when I was watching this and watching her arm split apart and the fucking veins fly out, like that's some unnerving fucking skin crawling, like get it away type shit that, hey, it's appealing. Like, holy shit, like I felt that way about the original D4 Lilith trailer. Like, these are fucking kick-ass trailers. I don't know if this is going to get me to play D4, but absolutely. No, absolutely. Like, that's my whole point here with the World of Warcraft one and the Diablo 4 one. I don't know if this is going to get me to want to play either, but it looks good. Like, Blizzard, you know, for all their faults and all the shit that they don't do right, you hit the nail on the head with that one, man. They make good movies. These cinematics are pretty goddamn great. And like I said, I don't think it's going to get me to play, but very cool nonetheless, I think. Don't have a lot of hype, don't have a lot of interest, but yeah. If it looks good, eat it. For sure. Let's move into Delta Squad here, Snake Eater. I've got some things, I've got some thoughts, but let's let it cook for a minute. We're going to see some more of this soon as well.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. Your codename for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. The clock is ticking. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
I have thoughts. We'll let it play.
Freeze. Speak. Commencing virtuous mission now.
Like I said, we're going to see more of this soon. They're going to have another like 20-30 minute gameplay showcase of this during this week. We were recently talking about Silent Hill 2, the other big budget Konami project. So this is the other one, Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, Snake Eater. I fucking gotta say, man, I think the first couple of times we saw this, I wasn't as hyped, but almost like the complete opposite of Silent Hill 2 Remake, I think this has gotten better the more we've seen it. Zero looks great. Like, the character models all here look fantastic, honestly. Graphically, it looks super strong. The only character model that kind of gives me pause is Snake's for some reason, though. He's the one that kind of looks a little bit like almost like a cartoon version of him, to be honest with you. He kind of just looks a little weird to me when he's like talking and like it's like zoomed in on his face. Something does look a little off to me with him. He's got a fucking strong ass draw. I don't know if he's got like just like a fucking huge ass chin here that it didn't look like he had before. Like it's something in here. I think all eyes above looks great. But his actual facial structure, nose, mouth, chin, like they kind of just give him like the Chad chin, which is fine, but it almost looks like overly exaggerated in a weird way. Hopefully that explains it. But I won't lie, man. In motion here, all of this, and then when we really kick off here, like right about here. This looks fantastic. This all looks fucking fantastic, man. Like, gameplay-wise, like, yeah, it's got the little, yeah. Here, this shot here with the lighting looks incredible. Just the face. His face just kind of feels a little off. From behind, like right here, looks fucking great. The lighting here is impeccable. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And then, like, the gameplay, super into it. Face paint looks great. All this looks great. I've seen some people say that the boss doesn't look great. I kind of disagree heavily. I think the boss looks perfect. Like, it's such a small little shot. Obviously, this is like the scene. Or not the scene. There's a scene at the end of the game, of course, but this is where you see her at the beginning. And you got Sokolov behind Snake there. I can't really get a good view at him, but he's there. Yeah, Sokolov's there in the background. There is something off of, like, I think it's funny how nose up looks great, but down here it's like something just looks a little off. And I think the boss looks perfect. Like, straight up perfect. Like, I don't see any issues. This is a weapon, basically. The boss is essentially a weapon. There's still, Volgin, Eva. I don't know, man. She's you know what I mean? She's straight up, just a fucking straight up badass military lifer, you know what I mean? Give her body and her life for her country kind of person, you know what I mean? She would be, I don't know. I think she looks perfect, dude. She always kind of had she didn't really have a rounder face than the original. To me, she just, like, perfect, man. I want to obviously see her not in this uniform. I want to see her, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. I've seen some people go, they made it woke, but I don't see that at all. To me, it looks like her, man. This is the same exact scene. That looks like her, dude. That looks like her. Like, the facial structure is almost like on point exactly. That's just my 2 cents. Like, I've seen some people go like, no, it doesn't look, that looks like her straight up. Now, that's also a big part of the contention that I'm seeing already too. There's no piss filter, like, at all. Or like green filter that this game had back then. It's like very much not that, right? It's like super realistic lighting, super realistic like jungle environment. Yeah, dude. Like, I've seen some people say, yeah, the Mexico filter, right? The original. I'm sure that day one mod or Nexus mods add the piss filter, Mexico filter. That's obviously. I think that's the biggest thing graphically that's like so jarring is like there's no like filter going over the entire screen. But to me, the boss looks perfect. She looks exactly, but like, you know, in UE5, right? It's never going to look exactly how you want it or look perfectly, but I've seen some people say that like she doesn't look good at all. I heavily disagree with that. It looks exactly like the boss to me. But the thing that I think is jarring a lot of people like here, right? There's no filter here. It's like super highly detailed, realistic lighting. The Mexico filter, right? You know, the Breaking Bad Arizona desert filter. It just doesn't have any of that. It's going for this like like here, like whoa. No, you're good. No, you're totally fine, Spectrum. I know you're cool. I've seen this from other people saying that, and I'm just like, I do not agree. I just, you know, wanted to prove my case. But for sure, no, for sure. I just think that that's the biggest thing is like the overall graphics filter is super different. The lighting, they're going for something completely different here. That's the thing that makes it so jarring and so like it doesn't look right, but I am into what I'm seeing here, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see uninterrupted gameplay. I imagine it'll just be the beginning Virtuous mission. What they show later on this week, we'll definitely take a look at that. I do think it's funny how I think Snake's face looks better here in the art than in motion, but that's honestly the biggest thing that here. Hearing David Hayter's voice come out of this guy feels off for some reason to me.
Commencing Virtuous mission now.
Like, I don't think it's bad, but yeah, Snake's face and how it's animated
Virtuous mission now.
with David Hayter's voice is the biggest point of contention for me so far. Like, it just feels kind of weird. But I'm really digging what I'm seeing here. I'm actually kind of shocked by it. It looks pretty good. It looks better than Silent Hill 2 Remake, I'll say that. Like, straight up. Like, yeah, this looks better than that. The level of graphic fidelity here is much higher. Production value seems much higher. The animations, like, when you're actually starting to throw down, look like Metal Gear Solid 5. They look great. Throwing people around. We still gotta see the end. We still gotta see the Fury. We still gotta see Revolver Ocelot, Volgin. There's so many people that I want to see, you know, and bosses and situations. The Sorrow, how that whole entire stretch of the game's gonna be. I want to see the ladder scene. You know what I mean? There's so many moments in this game that I gotta see this. But I think the first few times we saw this, it was like, I don't know, man. But this was the best showing of it, and I hope that the gameplay trailer that we're going to see or the gameplay showcase that we see is just uninterrupted, just solid gameplay. Hopefully it's like 10 minutes of the Virtuous mission, and we can just see how it looks and see how it goes. And I think I'll really know a lot more there, but I'm super into what I'm seeing here. There's a lot more hype for this and anticipation than Silent Hill 2 Remake for me, for my 2 cents. But we shall see how it goes, chat. Sea of Thieves got a trailer. Cool. Yeah. Flintlock, Siege of Dawn. Those kind of two back to back that I'm not really interested in. Flintlock looked okay. We actually saw this last year, I think at Summer Games Fest. Very Souls-like, it seems to me. I don't know. With Shadow of the Erd Tree, with like From Software, and like I want to play Liza P. Like there's just something about this that looks a little off. I do like the gun aspects though, interesting, but there's just something about it that's not really doing anything for me. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Who knows? Could come out and be all right, but not a lot of hype there for me. Age of Mythology Retold. I really don't have a lot to say. I've never really, there's some of these games that I'm just not, genres of games that I'm not really into, don't really know. Could be interesting, but I wish I was a bigger fan to like understand and see what I'm looking at and, oh, this look, you know what I mean? But I'm just unfortunately not, so I don't know. So not trying to be a hater, but didn't really grab my attention too much. Keep an eye on it. Okay. If Expedition 33 was probably my favorite thing, Perfect Dark was my second favorite thing.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong. I was wrong.
I think she looks okay. She looks good. I've seen, again, a lot of people bitching about how she looks already, but that's just kind of video game discourse 2024. Nobody likes, unless you're Eve from Stellar Blade, nobody really likes how females look in video games for some reason. I think she looks fine. Moving on. All of the gameplay, right? Cinematic, teasing what gameplay could be of this game looks pretty fucking awesome.
Also tracking his whereabouts. You need to find him before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
When the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth.
This is Perfect Dark.
Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
So yeah, Perfect Dark. The thing that really gets me excited about this is, and they reference it in a blog post that came out after the stream yesterday. Let's see here. Open to new returning players, set in the near future in Cairo. Single player experience with a set of missions that gives you choices and how to complete them. Big focus on stealth, parkour and gadgets, melee and gun combat. The initiative wanted to blend FPS elements, immersive sims, and stealth action games. All of that is speaking my language. Stealth games, immersive sims, and you kind of get that and how she's like infiltrating this area. There's like, she like copies somebody's voice, plays it on a terminal so this guy can hear it and go over there. Then she starts scaling walls. There seems to be like, let's see here. Yeah, like shock bullets, so maybe like non-lethal, like down here, I'm kind of covering it. But there's like a lightning bolt, so like I'm assuming lethal and non-lethal bullets. I'm really into this just on a gameplay level, like super, super into this. Anything with immersive sim, I've kind of become a fan of. I'm super into what we see here. Like, I really want to see more. There's no release window for it. It's coming to PC and Game Pass, so like again, it makes the decision to want to try it extremely easy. But I'm super into what I'm seeing. I'm really shocked. I love stealth games, so like getting a new stealth game is awesome, and then you throw in some immersive sim elements and like different ways to tackle a mission, and there's a lot there that you have to ask a lot of questions of. It's like how deep does the systems go? How far can you take it? There's a lot of questions there, but I'm super interested to see how this plays out, man. I didn't expect it to kind of be like this, but I'm super excited to see how this turns out, man. Again, no release date, so it's tough to be like, no, not even 2025 as a release year. This could be a 2026 game for all we know. But I'm interested to see how this shakes out. I wasn't expecting it to be like this, and I'm super into what we've seen of it so far. So we'll keep an eye on it. Who knows what the future holds, but it being on Game Pass makes it super easy decision. I would imagine that if it's like, you could immersive sim, right? You could interact with a lot of stuff, that the development on this will take a long time. So if this is 2026, I wouldn't be that surprised, but we just have to wait and see. But I'm super happy that this showed up again. It's been a long time since we've seen Perfect Dark. It seems to have gone through quite the ringer, but this is looking pretty good from what we've been seeing, from what we've been hearing to what we actually see here. If it ends up being exactly like this, or, immersive simi stealth gamey, then, I'm super into it. But we'll have to wait and see. But really great trailer, really great showing. Can't wait to see more. Got a couple more here before we move on. We saw Mecha break again. This trailer looked really good. We saw this at Summer Games Fest. I thought this was the better of the trailers that we've seen for the game. Customization looks great. It's funny how this multiplayer mech building game looks pretty fun to me. I don't know. I'm still, cautious about it, but I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. It kind of feels Armored Core coded in a weird way, in the way it's like seems to be showing off their gameplay, not in the actual mech design. I'm really interested to see how this one goes. I don't know. I didn't expect to be interested in a multiplayer game like this, but I want to keep an eye on it. So we saw another more mecha break. We'll keep an eye on it. If we can get into some kind of beta, I would like to try it. Let's see. Kind of go over some of the other ones. I thought Mixtape was a little indie game. Interesting soundtrack. I don't think I can play it. Annapurna kind of feels like Life is Strange, but I thought this trailer had a really good vibe to it. I don't know if it'll be good or not, but little indie game. I thought it kind of seemed cool. Usually games like this don't really grab me, but there was something about this in conjunction with the music that I was really into. So I don't know, could be interesting. Keep an eye on that one. We'll go to Fable, man, because I actually think this one surprised me. This is actually surprising me quite a bit.
Oh, right. You. So, you want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers. I mean, sure, you get your mega fans.
You are like literally my favourite person.
Your haters.
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
Your chancers. And the occasional giant toad. For some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But, you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying.
If the gameplay looks like what they're showing,
so, yeah,
I'm into it.
knew this girl
Super
once
into
and
it.
Made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
Graphically, this looks incredible.
I'm going to fix it, this place. And no one is going to stand in my way.
Got a release date. Not a hard one, but it will be out soon. I really think that this kind of surprised me. After seeing it and people clowning on the way that the main character looks, even though I think you can make your own character, this looks a lot better than it did before, man. I think this looks really great, actually. I did play Fable 3, and I was like kind of mixed on it, but I don't know. This, like, if this actually looks like it's showing here, then this looks beautiful. Like, this looks pretty fantastic. Like I said, a lot of people clown the game on what it looks like on the faces, but it's about gameplay. Graphics are always third place. This looks interesting to me now. I actually can't wait to see more of it. And it, like I said, it kind of surprised me. I also don't think the faces look as bad as before. I think they look a lot better. Like they're cooking here. I want to see more solid gameplay. I want to know more about it. But I think this is a much better showing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens more with this. If I believe you're gonna be able to make your own character, just like Fable, classic Fable games, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think the faces look bad. I don't think she looks bad this time around. So that's my 2 cents on that. But need to see more. Indiana Jones, I thought looks a little interesting. I'll definitely check this out on Game Pass. It looks like a perfect Game Pass game. Feels like Indiana Jones, looks like Indiana Jones. Can definitely feel the Machine Games coded gameplay a little bit. We've seen this a few times. Not really much to say, to be honest with you, but it's going to be a lot of these are easy decisions to try because they're on Game Pass, man. So cool nonetheless. And then we'll watch, Stalker 2 continues to look really cool. Gameplay looks awesome. I want to try this one too. September release date. Hopefully it lands. Hopefully it sticks. But I'm really into what I'm seeing. We've seen this quite a bit. Unfortunately, this game has leaked out quite a bit due to being hacked. It really is unfortunate. But I don't know if I need to see more of Stalker to be sold. I'm pretty sold on what I've seen of it. I want to play it, and hopefully that September release date holds. But if it gets delayed, given the situation in which this game is being developed, I would understand. So hopefully it hits that September release date, but we shall see. I think that's a lot of Avowed. There's a 27-minute Avowed trailer that came out today, 4 hours ago. I want to check that out, a deep dive on Avowed. I do think it looked better this time around, but I want to see more of it. And then we ended... Yeah, we'll just go to the end now. Everything else is like Life is Strange I don't care about. Elder Scrolls Online. Wu Chang looked interesting. But I didn't play Wulong Fallen Dynasty, so I don't really know. Assassin's Creed. I actually kind of thought Assassin's Creed Shadows looked okay from the gameplay. And then there was like a Ubisoft Forward today with more in-depth looking stuff at that. But... yeah, I don't know. It's been so many Assassin's Creed games since I've played. I think graphically this looks cool. I do think, unfortunately, that Ghost of Tsushima ate this game's lunch. So it is what it is. I don't hate the fact that they're using Yasuke at all. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of hope or hype for Assassin's Creed at all, but I don't think it looks as bad as some people are saying. But yeah, 2 cents. I don't think I'll be playing it either way because I just don't care about Ubisoft games. But let's go to the trailer that broke me, man. If you're an old Gears fan, I feel like this broke you. We got our boy Marcus here, looking considerably younger. I'm gonna start crying, man. I don't want to cry because I know what happens. And we got our boy Dom. This is a prequel. This is what happens at the very beginning of Gears. Gears 1 is already actually into the story. We never got to really see what happened on day 1 of these fucking locusts showing up, but that's what this is. Emergence Day. They even pull out the classic Gears of War trailer. Mad World. All the feels, man. All the feels. Shout out to Marcus and Dom, the two boys. Gears of War E-Day, Emergence Day. It's when it all really kicks off in the Gears of War universe, in the Gears of War world. No release date, no year. Unfortunate, but that's honestly, they really hit me in the feels, man. As loving, I haven't played the newer, so Gears 5 and 6. I didn't play those games. I hear mixed things about them. I do think that they've found their own audience, and it seems to be actually pretty okay. They're on Game Pass. I need to try them eventually. I want to replay the original Gears trilogy because I do feel like Gears 2 and Gears 3 at least. Never actually played Gears 1, but I think 2 and 3 are some of the best shooters ever made. I think Gears of War 3 is one of the best shooters ever made. It was one of the first times I ever played a game where it really emotionally wrecked me with when characters die, man, and like what they go through. And Gears of War 2 in particular, and then Gears of War 3, man, there's a lot of heavy emotional moments in those games. And seeing Dom back, seeing Marcus and Dom together is super cool. So yeah, it's tough because it's been so long since I've been into Gears, but this trailer really, it felt like the old days again in a lot of ways. Especially seeing Dom, dude. Like, this was the bromance for me, dude. Like, this was the ultimate gaming bromance for me, and it's super cool to see them back. It's super cool to see both characters and to see, like, you know, a prequel, because when you pick up in Gears 1, Dom rescues Marcus because he's in jail. We hear about what happened before that, but you never really get to see it. So this is that finally after all these years. And like I said, the Mad World. The vibes there are strong, man. Strong. It is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to explain further. Gonna get a copyright strike. Please don't sue me. Remix. But this is the original Gears trailer, man. So like, it's a callback to the OG trailer. And the emotions are very high. This is like old school This is when I was really into Xbox 360. Like I said, I didn't play the first one, but I picked up Gears 2, and then I was immediately like into Gears 3. So I didn't really like Judgment, for what it's worth, but Yeah, man. I don't know. It's Gears of War. There's a lot of games now, but the vibes are right. The vibes are perfect, and I can't wait to see what it's like. I hope it's like a complete return to form. I would actually like to replay some of the Gears games. I feel like I'll have more than enough time to. And yeah, man, that was the Xbox 2024 showcase. They also showed off Black Ops 6. I don't really have a lot of interest in Black Ops 6. Not trying to be a hater, but kind of just facts. Yeah, man. Like I said, I think that in spite of everything that Xbox is going on, or everything going on with Xbox recently, a lot of those things still reign true. This was a good showcase. There was a lot here. There was something for, I feel like, everybody. There was definitely something here that a lot of people would be into, whether it be Doom, Expedition 33, Metal Gear, Perfect Dark, Diablo, World of Warcraft, whatever have you, Fable. Yeah, so there was a lot of cool stuff. I can't wait to see more of a lot of these games. I'll be keeping tab on some of these. This was probably one of the better Xbox showcases that I've seen. It doesn't completely erase away all of what's been going on recently. But yeah. But yeah. Just reading some stuff on Twitter in case there's any more information. There'll be a lot more information on a lot of these games. Like, I will definitely be looking at the Avowed trailer in-depth showcase. I want to see more of that. Metal Gear and whatnot. But yeah. It's Summer Games Fest. It's E3, not E3 right now. So I'm excited to see more about a lot of this. Yeah. E-Day official details. Prequel set 14 years before the original Gears of War. Not a spin-off, but a new mainline entry. CG trailer was running in UE5 using in-game assets. Team wanted to do a callback to the Mad World trailer from the original Gears of War series. Story tells the origins of Marcus and Dom's friendship and of the Locust outbreak on E-Day. So yeah, essentially everything that I said. Not much more to go off of there. And coming to Game Pass. So again, yeah, it makes that a lot easier to give it a shot. I don't really see any more information on anything else right now. Like I said, there'll be a lot more stuff. There could be a Nintendo Direct at some point this week or next week or some point in June. So a lot more to go over, a lot more to see. And we shall see more. Elden Ring. We got Elden Ring. We got SMT5 this week. Gamers, I think we eating good. There's a lot to be down on in the gaming industry right now, but we eating good. There's a lot of cool stuff down the pipe too. So we'll see. I think we're good looking at Xbox for today. We got probably like an hour and a half left, so let's do what I set out to do, and we'll switch over to Persona 3 Reload chat. So let's get into it, man. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff down the pipe, a lot of cool stuff to be played in the next few days, next couple of weeks. Let me plug in my Xbox real quick and just give me one moment. Yes. Yes, it is. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, this is backwards, that's why. I'm still live, right? I see that. What a way to be stuck. Okay, hold on. Off to a fantastic start. Okay, I'm going to have to close it and reopen it. So apologies, give me a moment. It is what it is. We'll come back here in just a moment.